Hello student, as in the previous video where I have discussed you about the meaning and the step involved in the process of organizing. Today we will be talking about the importance of organizing. Children, before that I will just give you a quick review what we have learned or read in the previous video. Student, we have read in the previous video the meaning of organizing. As I have told you earlier also that there are the 5 functions of management which every business manager has to do for getting or achieving the objective of any business. Now we have already read the first function of management, that is planning, where in the planning function we are just thinking that how, when, where and who is going to do the work, what we are deciding our objective. Now this is just a theoretical part we are doing there, right? Now once the planning function has been done properly, we have finished with our theoretical part. How to convert that theoretical part and how to implement it into a action is the second function of management, which is also known as organizing. So you can understand this, that it is a process, organizing is a process that initiate implementation of plan by clarifying job and working relationship and effectively deploying resources for attainment of identify and desired result. It means organizing क्या है? Organizing एक process है जो initiate करता है to implement the plan. And how we implement the plan here? By clarifying the job, who is going to do what, by making a proper working relationship, and by providing a correct type of resources so that whatever plan or whatever objective has been identified in the first function, we can able to get that. Now next was the step involved in the process of organizing. We have already read this, but I will just give you a quick review of this. Now what are the different steps which are involved in the process of organizing? So the first thing what we have to do in the organizing process is we have to identify and divide the work. Identification and division of work basically means in this first step of process of organizing involve identifying, dividing the work that has to be done according with the previously determined plan. The work is divided into a manageable activity so that duplication can be avoided. It means what we have to identify what work you have to do, and then you have to divide that work in a small activity which can be managed from a manager or a employee side. Once the work has been identified, it is divided into a smaller unit, then we have to come through with the next step of organizing process, that is departmentalization. Now what we do in the departmentalization process, once work has been divided into small and manageable activity, then these activities which are similar in nature are grouped together, and such set facilitates specialization. These grouping process is called departmentalization, right? Now once the similar nature job you have grouped together so that the special people can able to do it. Special people means those who are having skill related to that work, and this will known as the process of departmentalization. Now you will come through with the third one, that is assignment of duties. Now it is necessary to define the work of different job position and accordingly allocate work to various employees. Once department have been formed, each of them is to place under the charge of an individual. Jobs are then allocated to the member of each department in according to their skill and knowledge. It means once the department has been made, where what we are doing, we are keeping the similar nature job into one particular department, then we have to assign people for their duties who will work for these particular similar nature of job. So this is known as assignment of duties. Now next is establishing reporting relationship. Establishing reporting relationship basically said that it should be very clear that once the resources has been allocated to each and every employee, these employees should be knowing that from where they are going to get the order and for whom they are accountable. It means इनको order कहाँ से मिलने वाले हैं, who is the person who is going to guide them, और ये किसके लिए accountable हैं, इनको अपनी report किसे देनी है. So this relationship between the employee should be clear. That is known as establishing reporting relationship. So today we will discuss about the importance of organizing. So now come through with the importance of organizing. Now you can understand you have seen we have made the plan in the first function of management, where everything was theoretical basis. We are planning, we will, this is our objective, we will do it like this, and we have to achieve our objective like this. Now in the process of organizing, we are actually implementing that plan which has been done in a theoretical manner into a practical way. Means implementation of the practical part is done in the second function of management, that is organizing. Now what is happening in the organizing, we have already read lots of steps over there where we are doing departmentalization, we are assigning duties, we are dividing or identifying the work, we are clearing the reporting relationship. Just because of that, what is happening, there are certain advantage or importance of organizing which every business get. Now see the advantage or importance of the organizing. The first advantage is benefit of specialization. Benefit of specialization. Now how the organization is getting the benefit of specialization? Now you can see here, in organizing, every individual is assigned a part of total work and not the whole task. The division of work into smaller units and repetitive performance lead to specialization. Thus organizing promotes specialization, with in turn lead to efficient and speedy performance of a task. Now see, we have read in the process also step also what we are doing. We are identifying the work, we are dividing the work into similar small activity, and then same nature activity, what we are doing, same nature work we are giving to the person who is special, who is having a special skills or special knowledge in that particular work. So just because of this, what is happening, we are getting a benefit of specialization. Means our every work is done from a person or an employee who has a special qualification in that particular work, and because of what we are getting, we are getting a efficient or speedy work. Means if you will give work to that person who is good in that particular work, that person will give you 100% and the work will come in an efficient manner. They will complete their work on time, which will increase the speed also and the efficiency also. So just because the work has been given according to the special qualification, so we are getting the benefit of specialization by efficient or speedy work. Now next is clarity in working relationship. Now this we have understand, I have explained you in the fourth step also, where we are clearing the relationship, reporting relationship or accountability relationship also. The same thing, just because of that fourth step, one more advantage organizing process is giving to the enterprises is clarity in the working relationship. It helps in creating well-defined job and also clarifying the limit of authority and responsibility of each job. The superior subordinate relationship is clearly defined in the organization. Now organization function of management is also giving one more importance to the enterprise, that every employee of that particular business enterprise is known very clearly, that how much authority he or she have and how much responsibility they have, how much power they have. Authority means how much power they have, and responsibility means how much task or work they have to complete. And what is this, who is their superior, who is their subordinate. Superior subordinate relationship is very clear because it is completely defined inside the process of your organizing. And then the authority, power and the assigned work is also clear, which will also reduce the duplications and wastage of resources here. Now third advantage of organizing process is effective administration. Why there is a effective administration? Because of organizing, it provide a clear description of job and related duties, which help to avoid confusion and duplication. Clarity in working relationship enable proper execution of work, which result in effective administrations. Now it's basically means effective administration. Why? Because everything is clear there. A clear description of job and related duties are there, and because every people are knowing what is their job, what are their duties, what are the tasks which they have to complete, so there is no chance of any confusion or any duplication. It's not that the same people will do the same work, because they know what they have to do. So this confusion or this duplication of work will not come over there. There is clarity in working relationship. Every superior is knowing what work he or she is supposed to do, and every subordinate is also knowing what work he or she has to do. So just because of these all work, all job clarity, there is a proper or effective administration which is possible because of organizing process there. Next is optimum utilization of resources. Now, the proper assignment of job avoid overlapping, duplication of work. This help in preventing confusion and minimizing the wastage of resources and efforts. Now, why there is an optimum utilization of resources? Because in the organizing process, while we are dividing or distributing the resources to the employee, they are very clear, and even the manager is very clear that which employee is supposed to do what work and how much resources for completing that work is required by that particular employee. So according to that only the resources are given or handed over to the particular assigned job of an employee. So what we are doing here, just because of this we are avoiding overlapping, we are not giving any extra resources, so we are avoiding the wastage of resources and duplication of work. It's not happening that the same, because just because of the misunderstanding or miscommunication, the same work has been done from so many employees. So because optimum utilization of resources is done in the process of organizing, just because the job and the proper duties are assigned. The next is adaptations to changes. Now this is the another important of organizing process, which say a properly designed organizational structure is flexible, which facilitate adjustment to change in the workload caused by change in external environment related to technology, product, resources and market. Now as we have read many times this, that if you talk about your business work completely in a environment which used to change time to time. So if you want to work successfully in your business, you have to make your policy in such a way, you have to make your structure in such a way which can be easily changed. So just because of properly designed organizational structures, it's a flexible thing. So whatever changes externally are occurring in the environment and which affect our business, it can be easily adopted because of this structure flexibility of business. So adoption to the changes are easily adopted by a business enterprises because of this organizational flexible structures, and which will facilitate profit to it. Now next is development of personnel. Sound organization encourage initiative and relative thinking on part of the employees, which manager delegate their authority. It reduces the workload so they can focus on more important issue related to growth and innovation. This also develop the subordinate ability and help them to realize his full potential. Now development of personnel. How we are developing here? We are developing here even the manager also. We are developing here even our business also, and even we are giving a chance to our subordinate also to develop. How? Now in the case of organization or structures, what we basically used to do, we used to take an initiative to think about part from our employee also. We used to delegate our authority. We are delegating our work. When we are delegating our work, we have to delegate a little bit power also. So in this way, the manager is delegating his work to his subordinate, which freed him from extra burden. And so the manager can give importance to those work, he can give focus on those particular area which are where there are issues related to growth and innovation which are more important for him. So in this way we are giving opportunity to a manager to develop himself, and in the same time when a manager is delegating his work to the employee, we are giving a chance to the subordinate also to show his ability, to show his potential. We are helping him. So in that manner we are giving a chance to an employee or a subordinate also to develop himself. Now next is expansion and growth. Now it helps in growth and diversification of an enterprise by adding more job position, department, product line, new geographic territories, etc. Now when we talk about organizational structures, we have read the organizational structure. We will be reading the organizational structure into different type. Like we will be reading about formal organization structures, informal organization structures, then we will reading about the functional divisional structure. This we will read later on in the next video. So this is what, if you're talking about a proper organizational structures, just because of a proper organizational structure, it helps us to grow our enterprises. It helps us to diversify the enterprises. Diversifying the enterprises basically means a same enterprises can able to produce more than different type of products. ग्रो मीन्स एक ही प्रोडक्ट को और ज़्यादा मैक्सिमम क्वांटिटी में प्रोडक्शन करना, और डाइवर्सिफिकेशन मतलब एक ही बिजनेस में अलग अलग तरह के प्रोडक्ट को प्रोड्यूस करना. सो हाउ वी आर डूइंग इट? वी आर डूइंग इट बिकॉज we are having more job position, we are creating more job position in the organization, we are making departments for that, we are making up different product lines for that, we are going through with that into different locations also. So this is possible. We are expanding our business, we are growing our business by the help of proper organizing process. So these are the importance of organization. So children, we have gone through with the three topics. We have read the meaning of organizing, we have read, I have explained you the process of organizing, and this was the importance of organizing. In the next video we will read about the meaning of organizational structures. Thank you.